We don't know how to start the videos. Like it's like podcasts. We don't know how to at all.
Nobody knows how to start it, no.
No, not at all. But hey everyone, Sly47 here. I've got Pigbay and Bob Lynn with me. How are you two doing?
Doing very good. How about you guys?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Yep, we have stolen Pigbay from his live stream. Because he forgot about this that we scheduled like 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Listen, all right. Y'all make
Pigbay's
fun of me
a
right
true
now?
gamer. What can we say? True gamer.
True gamer. Oh yeah. I thought you were going to defend yourself there, Pigbay. I was like,
No, I got nothing.
You got caught red-handed, bro. There's nothing you can say.
The man had to buy a subscription just to freaking call me out on stream.
That's power right there.
Worth
It's a power
worth
move.
the $6 or $7, I think it is. But yeah, worth it.
No, mine's are lower. Mine's only like 3.
I bought the advanced version just to
Oh, okay.
elevate your
That's
face a little bit.
smart.
And that way I also can bill you after. That is a charitable donation, actually. There, not TSA. The tax service, the tax revenue service. I'm
You put it on
losing
your
it right now.
taxes?
Yeah. That's a charity. That's a charity. Okay, everyone. We have the old list right here, and I will make sure to note in the editing bay that this is the old list. Some very interesting takes, but we are going to do what we have done a lot and reset it for this year so that we can go over and cover all of them afresh. Now with Bob Lynn with us this year, joining Pigbay and I last year and such. So we're going to go through all of it. Oh boy, are you two ready?
Yeah. We're about to get sunk in.
Sunk in. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that we've actually got it ordered and adjusted, because there's so many tier 10s and everything like that, let's go into the first one, and that ends up being a carrier, Admiral Nakimov. I know I've sold it on my press account a long time ago. Who's played it since the carrier changes?
I haven't played carrier since, so.
Never. I played the Nakimov, but that was guns only, and that's not really what we're looking for here. It's good at guns only, but
that is true.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, it's one of the harder carriers to play, but also it's also unforgiving because you can just send stuff over and over again. But is it effective compared to Haku or FDR? I don't feel threatened compared to an FDR or Haku.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to shoot the planes down if you got some AA. And most Nakimov players, I've seen, they don't really know what they're doing. So I would say playable.
I would agree with that.
I was going to go either
compared to the other ones.
Yeah, in the comparison. I've heard needs
no carrier needs fixing.
No, I agree.
Okay, got it. I think we're settled on that. Yeah, Nakimov, I actually think it's one of the more balanced ones because you actually can shoot on the planes. And that's what's kind of nice about it, but it's a lot of work for not a lot of reward. So it needs a little bit of something, maybe. I don't know. Nevsky. Alexander Nevsky.
Straight to competitive.
I'll agree with you
in
on that
my
one.
opinion.
It's
consistent, it's easy to play, long range, hits DDs hard, hits cruisers hard, and you can set fire to any battleship.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good Russian cruiser that I think if people want to start playing Russian cruisers, that's the one you got to go for.
I also feel like a lot of people forget that you can shoot AP almost 100% all the time. You don't need to really, the HE is there if you're maybe just you're not that accurate with it. So it's very easy to play because you have that HE that's decent to back yourself up on. So I do still feel like it needs a mobility buff. Just give it a slight little mobility buff and it'd be perfect. It'd be right in almost borderline meta.
Looking at the AA, it's not terrible either. To be honest,
No, it's there.
Large. It's better than I thought it was. It's been a while since I looked at Nakimov, or not Nakimov, Nevsky.
Yeah,
I think also what you're saying with the maneuverability slide, if you gave it a little bit better maneuverability, it wouldn't be stuck at 15 kilometers all the time because that's pretty much all you do in Nevsky. You just stay far back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You have to stay far back because that thing can get slapped. Not as bad as another trick that we'll get to, but we'll get to that one. Attilio Regelo, the non-tricked version. So this is just standard plane. I kept the tricked versus non-tricked in this one in comparison to the DD one because I do feel like when you're looking at the grand scheme of tier 10, the tricked is a lot more considerably nicer.
Mm-hmm.
There's a noticeable difference, but what do you guys think of Regolo?
You start, Pigby. You're a DD player.
I want to say it's like between. I would put it like if there was a way to put it between competitive meta. Like it's very close to being meta. It's just that gun range. It leaves something lacking. But when you are in range, especially if you're using it for what it's for, a DD hunting, it's amazing. Plus, you have super long range torps. Like you have a very nice window to stealth torp. So.
Oh yeah. Which
pretty much
realized
age 10 years before you reach the target.
Oh yeah.
I agree actually with competitive. I think after Red's been spewing so much preaching about the Regolo and trying it, I can see what he's saying. You know, I easily got 100k sap damage in a challenge with it without it being tricked. So yeah, I think competitive is a fair placement.
Oh yeah. You learn to work around those short gun ranges. It sucks when you play it in streaming and people just bring better, longer range, gun boats on you. I hardly ever played on stream because of that, but when I go off stream, it's a fun ship to play. I really enjoyed it, especially the grind overall. Not too bad either, except for the tier 8. But Tricked Regolo. So this is just with the camo, which I think the historical one's better or something like that. I can't remember which one. I think it's and then the commander, Paolo.
Yeah, there's Paolo, and you could also go for Campioni. I guess both of them are really good.
I'd say borderline low meta. Like it's just it makes a whole new comfy level to it. Everything comes back
especially if the player has played a lot of Regolo and now it's tricked. Yeah, it's probably meta. I don't know. I can definitely say meta is fair, but I'm probably more competitive because of the gun range.
Yeah, I'm thinking competitive still.
Like, okay, so maybe it wasn't even needed. I thought that was that, but we can adjust later. We can move stuff around.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's let it stay in meta, and see if something else takes over the spot.
It's true. There's a lot of good DDs right now, including the one that we just skipped accidentally because I missed a few in the reordering process. The Bazan.
Meta.
Yeah.
Yep,
there's nothing to say. Meta. I mean, long range torps, devastating AP, 3 burst salvo with an 18-second reload. Yeah.
Yeah. Meta. 100%.
It's nuts. It's an insane ship, and I'm so glad I was able to get it. I was lucky, but I also paid the price.
I'm jelly.
Indeed.
I'm jelly.
Oh yeah. No, Bazan is top of meta. It's great. It's like a 10k burst if you land them all on DD. So you whittle them down just a little bit, and you're taking a DD out within the first 2 minutes, easy, by yourself, pretty much.
Like 3 or 4 normal salvos, and then you can finish them with the burst. It's disgusting.
It's just and the torps, and then what was it you were saying, Pickbait? You're thinking that it should get buffed to have smoke 3.
I agree.
No, that was good dance. We were talking about good dance.
That was good hot. Okay, I thought Bazan would also be really good to have that on there too, because that totally needs it.
Of course.
Give it a tiger smoke, 3 of them.
Oh,
smoke up the whole team.
You give it regular smoke and fuel smoke.
And crawling smoke. Can always move.
It's never not. Oh god. Okay, Austin. Let's talk about the king of burst, the king of just insane amount of sap.
I'm gonna argue meta for this one, because because if you look at Regolo, right? If we say Trick Regolo is meta, let's say you play Austin. Just because of that burst, it's a trick ship because you can remove some like a DD or somebody who's low HP. If you know what you're doing. But to get that, you need to play like an ambush predator. You're kind of limited in range. You can't just do open water gunboating. So it's going to fall in between competitive or meta. But how do we take into account player skill, or is it just like average player?
It's what the ship can be capable of, and then we kind of go, okay, then what's the reality of it? That's what I kind of go as like, for me, I'm going to say high competitive, because it's a lot of risk versus reward. You can get nuked in this ship. It's really powerful, and I could definitely see meta. I could definitely see that at times, but it's, in my opinion, actually, Austin is a direct niche ship. Like, if we go back to a BB meta instead of a DD meta that we're having right now, or even a little bit of a FDR meta that's happening over on EU right now, I think that Austin is a niche ship in general, but because how good its niche is right now, it moves itself way out of that niche category, because You get in a 5 DD game, Austin is going to be the reason why you win.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I will agree with you with competitive when you said that overall it's going to be, you know, it's going to have struggles and it's going to have really fun games. So I think competitive is fair enough. I mean, you will get blown up in this thing if you make a mistake.
Oh yeah. Do you agree, Pigby?
I would agree. I would say competitive though. That'd be my hot take on that.
I agree with competitive.
Now on to the black area of this entire list, Black Columbo. I'm just gonna jokingly say it needs fixing because this thing is just a straight up downgrade. But it's still a Columbo. It's still a Columbo. It still can.
I would say niche because I agree with you. It's a downgrade, but you know, it's niche. It's a sniper. It loses all the good things about Columbo and gains what it lost in the nerf. You know,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even remember what it has.
Precise aiming 2, and that's it.
Well, yeah, it's precise aiming 2 and fuel smoke.
Fuel smoke 3.
Yeah, fuel smoke.
Oh, it does get a fuel smoke.
Yep. It's a swap of the scout plane versus precise aim, but a lot of people forget the scout plane increases your accuracy as well. So actually, you have a worse precise aim in that. So basically, you are actually a close range sniper. You even though that's not really sniping, so you're more of a mid range brawler at this point. Then it's.
I mean, I would say playable because it's still a Columbo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just.
Yeah, I think playable makes sense because when I played it, it was enjoyable. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
But
Columbo sometimes is fun.
But when you have that awesome of a grind, like for Columbo, Columbo's grind is really
good.
Like except for the 7, but you know that's fine.
Yeah, Francesco's dog water.
Yeah,
I mean, I would almost make the needs fixing categories, you know, / not worth because that's what I feel like Black Columbo is. It's just not worth. Except if you love Italian battleships, that may be the only demographic that really cares about it. Yeah. But let's just keep it in playable for now.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Black Kurfurst with an extra Roma treatment and an extra heal.
I mean, it should be better than normal GK, in my opinion.
I'm just not a fan of GK in general, so...
Fair point.
So during my time with Soulfire talking on battleships, he brought up an interesting point, is that you're realistically never going to spec into Master Reloader on this. So is that rapid reload really helping all that much? You're going to spec obviously in the precise aim, because the regular one has that, but it's really just a GK with an extra heal, and how often are you getting to that 4th heal?
Probably not very often.
Yeah.
Especially in today's meta.
Well, part of it too is...
It's much worse, actually. It's much worse than the regular one because just you're not going to spec for it.
So yeah, part of it too, like for some of these black ships, they end up, for me at least, replacing the tech tree one. Like the big example is coming up next, Black Republic. I don't even rock. I sold the regular Republic for silver because I'm poor. But yeah, some of them just end up completely replacing it. But I don't play GK enough to know that if this thing would replace it or not. So,
I mean, for me personally, it could never replace my GK because what I think a lot of people like about GK is the tankiness plus the option to do secondaries, and then you can snipe. Whereas Black Kurfurst is just sniping, and I don't know. For me, at least, that would make it higher because of the meta. But I think playable is fair enough. I don't know. I just can't. I can see Soulfire's argument. It makes sense with the Master Reloader thing. But it also depends on the playstyle you have, right? I think Soulfire might be a more traditional battleship player, whereas somebody, for me, like me, for example, I would go for the Master Reloader thing. So, I don't know. Yeah. Playable probably makes sense.
I'm like, what is it in that tier? You got Master Reloader, Honor Seeker, and then the Flooding one. So it's like also like Honor Seeker's real. Like you're not getting Honor Seeker in a GK. Realistically, you're not. You're not getting
especially
the first
if I have.
You're not getting the.
If I have a rapid reload, I'm gonna get Master Reloader. At least in my case.
That's true. I think it's low. I think it's like mid playable when the full list comes out. You know, once again, as we're building this out, it's going to get a little bit more and more tricky as we start putting things into each category and kind of ranking above and below stuff. So, Black Montana.
I know a lot of people love this ship. But
I'm putting it right in competitive right now.
I think that's fair. I would never agree to meta, but I think competitive is fair for Black Montana.
Yeah. I mean, you get that scout plan, and then it increases that range to like something stupid. What is it, like 18 kilometers?
Yeah, it's insane.
Dude, that's it's part of the strategy that we did for hunting carriers, you know?
I saw that. I edited the video for nukes where he and you and another dude were just nuking carriers. That's why I love Black Montana, for that reason only.
And you get a radar too. So
And speed boost.
Oh yeah.
and speed boost, yeah.
Yep, you get a
So-
lot of stuff with the Black Monty, and also you can slap Oldendorf on it for free. No
Yeah.
switching, no anything like that, and
Log in every day.
yep, yeah.
Get
when
that
the-
Oldendorf.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's a better Montana.
Yeah, I agree.
Way better Montana. Black Republic, I think you can take this PB. You were just talking about Black Repub.
Meta, straight up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The damage output that thing just dishes out, it's insane.
I mean, she's a glass cannon, so any good cruiser player, I was using Buffalo as an example, can absolutely decimate a Black Republic, but if put it in the right hands, Black Republic can decimate anything. So I think, yeah, meta, for sure. And I mean, like you said, with the normal Republic, just kind of power crept it, right?
Yeah.
So, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in the Black Republic, the fuel smoke offers the get out of jail free cards of just being able to stealth up again. It's a very easy to play overall. Also, it's still a friendship, so it's very easy to screw up and outposition yourself because you just go a little too fast, and all of a sudden, crap, you're right in where you don't want to be. So, gotta be careful with it. But Black Republic's definitely freaking meta. Black Shimakaze.
Meta.
Meta. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meta.
I changed my positions on Black Shimakaze after I tried it, and I went in a gun duel with a lot of my viewers. Put on that AP, slap that rapid reload,
Yep.
and man, it's a monster. Those guns hit so hard. And of course,
Yeah.
torpedoes. I love it. I love Black Shimakaze.
Yeah, I won't say it's the best gunboat, but it gets very close to being a gunboat with that
deals
rapid
a
reload.
lot of damage. Gosh damn, bro. Gearing does not want to mess with you.
Interesting, because I put it in competitive because there's just way better gunboats. I will agree that it's a good gunboat, but
Yeah, but it makes it like this hybrid because you have these very powerful torps too to back it up.
well, it's 2-1.
Like a
so
lot of the
I'll-
other
it's going in meta because
a lot of the other gunboats normally don't have great torps.
No,
No, that's the thing. This is
That-
like Hayate, how you want Hayate to be. Hard-hitting guns, good torpedoes.
yeah, oh yeah, Black Yamato. Rapid
Yeah, I'm not putting
reload
that in
and
meta.
range.
No, that's not going meta.
No,
Playable.
I gotta look at it because
no,
I can't
no,
It
even
doesn't
remember.
have precise aim. That's why it's playable, in my opinion.
Scout
It
plane
doesn't
gives
have
you a precise aim.
but the
But
camo's
still.
sick.
Yeah, the camo.
True.
Well, no, okay, the camo goes straight to meta. If we're just ranking camo, it's like a straight to meta. No, I'm actually
Agreed.
going to argue low competitive because right now Yamato right now in this meta is still damn solid. Black Yamato is just kind of a nice side grade. Like it's not really anything
Yeah.
better, but it offers you a different play style. And also a sick camo.
As long as Black Yamato is not higher than normal Yamato, I think that
Oh,
makes sense for me.
Mhm.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. I would agree with that.
Yep, I'll agree with that one. I have a hot take probably on the Yamato. And this is from Soulfire. I'm stealing a little bit from my previous ones. Okay,
That's
I've
good.
got a lot to
Good.
work on. Okay, Black.
Get some
Zhao.
inputs.
Oh yeah, Black Zhao.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of, I would say like a side grade to regular Zao.
It's an
Right.
acquired taste if you like Sao, right?
Yeah. Like, and it's very comp dependent if there's carriers, you know. I would honestly say playable. As much as I love Zao and Black Zao, I think they're gonna be there.
How do you see Sao compared to Black Sao?
Is
Which one's better in your opinion?
Black Zao's more
overall?
consistent. Mm.
Black Zao is more consistent because of the rapid reload, but you don't get that legendary mod.
Don't get the concealment. That's exactly
Exactly.
what I'm fishing for. That concealment is
That's-
so
that's why-
important.
That's why I say it's the side grade. I can't like
Right.
because the DPM is great, but concealment can save your ass.
Exactly.
I'm gonna argue low
I'm
competitive.
playable. Yeah.
Low competitive. And the reason is because yes, you don't have because we also have to remember we do have a Zhao and a Trick Zhao. So it's like we have a full assortment of things. Black Zhao is a much more consistent Zhao in the meta because you're able to get that good amount of burst EPM off. It still is pretty stealthy. It's not as stealthy as a tricked out Zhao, but it works generally, and also you get that rapid reload. And if you like me, spec into Master Reloader a little bit on that because you use it with Yoshino and stuff like that, all of a sudden Black Zhao becomes a mighty fine fire starting damage vessel. Like overall, it just does a lot. I will say, yeah, and then CV meta, it's not great, but I think that there's because we have the 3 of them, I put the Black Zhao in low competitive because it is one of the more powerful cruisers. You get into a higher amount of battleship game, you are the DD to help win the game.
I only played it when it came out, so you know what, I trust your instincts with that. I could see, I remember the rapid reload. Once you set one fire, like, okay, I'm just gonna pop rapid reload. There we go, triple fire on that guy, triple fire on that guy.
Oh, and by the way, you're kiting and you're sending off torpedoes as well. Like you're doing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, PB, do you agree with that? Low competitive.
I'll still say playable, but we could throw it in competitive because I can definitely see it.
I can't wait to see Trick Sao and Normal Sao because that's where we're really gonna get into the, details.
The weeds after 2 hours.
Yeah, after 2 hours.
It'll be at the very end. We're all gonna be like tired, just looking at it like, all right.
Next one, meta.
Yeah, are we really gonna worry about this?